Welcome back. My name is Danny Oakes, and this is another guitar lesson. We're going to cover power chords in the key of A that go along with the A minor pentatonic or A minor blues scales really well. Alright, so we're going to do these three power chords. This is an A5. Now you might remember from a previous lesson we played A5 here. Notice how the notes are the same notes. This has a little different timbre or tone to it when I play it on thicker strings and without an open string. So an open string has a little brighter sound to it. Thicker strings closed without any open strings sound a little darker, deeper sound. Alright, here's A5. This is string 6, fret 5. I use my fourth finger on string 5, fret 7. And to move to D5, I just hop one string toward the floor with each finger. So I barely lift, I just almost slide my fingers down to the next string toward the floor. Alright, so the notes sound like they're getting higher even though you're moving toward the floor. So we actually call that going up from an A chord up to a D chord. D5. And then I move up a whole step. So this is fret 5, fret 6 would be a half step, fret 7 is a whole step. That's called an E5. So we got A5, D5, and E5. Now if you go back to the other lessons that we covered, the A minor pentatonic and A minor blues scale, you will see these. That's the A minor pentatonic scale. And the A minor blues scale, add one note on that string and on that string. And then here's A5, D5, and E5 chords. So a fun thing that you can do if you're pretty good at those things already is you can switch between rhythm and leads. So if I tap my foot 1, 2, 3, 4 and play it 1, 2, 3, 4 and then scale 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just keeping the same rhythm. So that's a good way that you can work on your scales, is to actually put it into some kind of a slightly more creative musical context like that. So we just covered the A5, D5, and E5 chords, and you can change up the rhythms. You know, once you're used to doing eighth notes or quarter notes even, you know, you could just go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and play, you know, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And it sounds, you know, pretty musical, especially if you kind of give those notes a little bit of, you know, chutzpah, a little attitude. You can bend things and slide things and all that stuff. So there's a lot that you can do with that. You can also do double stops, which is playing 2 notes at a time in the scale. Or even like, so going down in patterns instead of going like, I just went from one string to the next string. So like, then this would go from fret 8 to 7, 5, 5, 7, 7, 5, 5. And also changing up the rhythm in your leads. So like if you did like da, 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 you know, that sounds way cooler than just, you know. And you can change the notes up too. You know, you can even play the same note multiple times, like, you know, and add a little bend and things like that. So it's time to start being creative with the stuff that you're learning. So this is an exciting part, I think, it should be exciting for people. You know, some people, I think it takes a little while to get out of their shell. They feel like they have to play perfectly. And honestly, finding little mistakes and little errors sometimes there's some really interesting things in there. You can even, invent new techniques that way and stuff like that. So give yourself permission to make mistakes. The fact is, if you're not making mistakes, you're probably not trying hard enough, or you're not branching out beyond your comfort zone enough. So it's actually really, really healthy when you're learning an instrument to make little mistakes and try to figure out how to improve that. So all right, so those were A5, D5, and E5 chords, and all three of those chords fit really well with the A minor pentatonic or A minor blues scale. Later on, we'll look at following the chords with the scales. So like when I go to a D5, I could actually go to a D minor pentatonic scale. And when I go to an E5, I can actually go to an E minor pentatonic scale. So it's good to practice with one scale at first, and then gradually you can branch out beyond that. There are many, many variations on the 12-bar blues. That is basically what we did with those three chords. So I hope that was helpful, and thank you for watching. We are uploading a lot of lessons right now, so please like and subscribe and come back for more. Have a great day. Thanks.